here we are at Hevingham, and we just had a reading with the local vicar, going back to the Victorian era. And as we're sitting here, Tina's felt there was another spirit waiting in the wings to my right. Would you like to expand on that, Tina?
Yes, there's a gentleman over there, and he's an old gentleman, but he's quite puffy in the face, and he's got short hair, but he's bald on the top, wispy, and he's got a cane where he's got his hand on. He's dressed in black, in a black suit, and he was just looking at us, so I'm going to try and communicate with him. Okay, would you like to come and communicate with us in this time and space? We're not here to harm you at all, we're here to help. Okay. Could you give me your name, please? You know, Mr Wilkinson to you.
Oh, really? So he's well-to-do.
Yeah, Mr Wilkinson to you.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
why are you stuck here then? Why are you here in this time and space? I haven't gone over. Blank, right, okay. Can you tell me? You ask the questions, Michael, then. It might be you.
Why is he not
I don't
gone
know, it's
over?
just that, yeah, why have you not gone over? Why have you not gone over? Why are you still here? It's my job to be here, my job.
What is your job?
No idea. It's just not communicating.
No. He's just still looking at you,
Yeah,
Tina?
it's just there, I can see him, it's plain as day.
Um,
Mr Wilkinson to you, that's what he said.
Mhm.
And there's nothing else since. Okay, what is it you're here for? Why are you still here? How did you pass? How did you pass? Gosh, this is a hard one.
he's not answering you. How old is he? How old does he look?
About 70.
What's he dressed? What era would you say he's dressed as, Tina?
I would say between two wars. Between
Okay.
the two wars.
How about, can you tell us what he did as for a living? What did he do as a living when he...
Banker.
A banker?
Yeah.
In Norwich?
No. Awesome.
And did
I think he worked at a bank, not a banker. He worked at a bank.
Okay. And what
Or
was he?
Management.
Was he management in the bank then?
It looks it, to be honest, the way he's
Okay.
dressed.
Can you ask him as we get to talk?
Okay. I can see you and you don't want to communicate, why is that? I don't think you trust that this is real, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like being the other side.
Just ask him, just tell him again, and Tina, at the beginning, what you usually say, that we're not here to harm you.
I do. I'm not here to harm you at all. If you're stuck, we just want to help you on. Well, I ain't going nowhere. Okay, so why are you stuck? Can you tell me your story? Why are you stuck here? What happened? He's a very stubborn man.
Mm-hmm.
How did you die? How did you pass? Cancer.
Okay.
Cancer of the lungs.
Did he used to come to this church?
Yes, he did.
Was he a very religious person?
It was my duty. I wouldn't say he was religious. It's his duty to come here.
Okay. Was he married?
Yes.
Children?
2 sons.
What was life like between the wars? Well, could you give us a date of when he died?
I'm saying 30s, around 30s.
Okay.
1930s.
So did he see go through the First World War?
Yes.
Was he in active service?
Yes. Yes, he was.
And he managed to get through it?
Obviously.
Yep, obviously.
But yeah, traumatised.
Okay, and whereabouts was he stationed? In France, I'm assuming, or Belgium?
France. He said France.
Does he know where?
Flanders.
Okay. Is his name on that war memorial in the front of the church?
No, because I got through it. I did natural
Oh, of
causes.
course, sorry. Sorry, yeah, yes.
He got through the war.
Yeah,
He's
got it
traumatised
now.
by it.
Yeah,
And he
sorry.
went into banking, or he got a job as a banker.
Okay, so how long was he serving in the First World War?
4 years, done the whole 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was his rank?
Corporal.
Have we got his name?
Wilkinson. Can you
His
give me your
first
first name, please? Francis.
Francis Wilkinson.
Frank.
And he was a corporal
We called him Frank.
in the First World War, and he
Yeah.
managed to do the whole 4 years. So he must have seen some pretty awful
He was
sights.
moved around. You know.
Okay.
He weren't on the front much, he was in the background. What are you doing in the background? Maps.
Oh,
Maps is what he said. So he had to report, you know, he had to do all that and report. So he weren't really on the front until he got through the war.
yeah,
But he did see some horrible things, yeah.
yeah.
He said things you no one will ever see. He said, but I lost some really good mates. Like Charlie, he was my best mate. He got killed.
What's his surname, Charlie's?
What's his surname? Hang on, here's Simmons. He's not giving me the same name as this thingy. No, Simpson, sorry. He was Simmons, mate. Charlie Simpson, and he was stationed on the coast. He was stationed on the coast
Okay.
before the war, you know, or during that war bit. On the coast in France,
Right.
that's what it meant.
Awful time for him?
It was an awful time.
It was a long time as well, 4 years in that hellhole.
I was one of the few lucky ones.
And how was it when he came back to the country, having seen all that, experienced all that? What was it like coming
Yeah, it
back
was never
here?
the same again.
Did he used to come back on leave?
He was like in his 30s or 40s when he went
Yeah.
over. So he wouldn't have been, you know, a
No, it
young
was a
lad.
massive part to his life. When he came back, what was it like?
Oh, you get this huge relief, the war's over, there's nothing like it. And then you have to live with the memories, you know. That's what he said, you have flashbacks. He said, but I just picked myself up. He was already married before he even went, so yeah, he was one of the lucky ones. Picked himself up and decided to...
What was his first job with him when he came back?
He became a bank teller. Because of his
Okay.
knowledge of paperwork and stuff.
Yeah,
So he became a bank teller.
yeah.
And he worked his way up to
Yeah.
management.
And that must have helped with him being a corporal and served in the First World War. They must have saw him as a very solid
Yeah.
person
He
to have
wasn't.
had.
It's very solid now, looking at him, even though he's old.
Yeah.
He's very solid, you know.
And yeah, I meant in personality. And was he married before he went away?
Yeah.
Right. And did he have children?
Yeah, 2 sons.
Yeah.
Francis Jr. and Benjamin.
So they must have been really pleased to see him when he came back then and it's finished with.
Yeah. Yeah, he was not a young man, he was not a fighting man, he was in the background.
Yeah.
You forget about these people in the background, they weren't all on the front.
No, and of course at 30, if that was the age he was at,
Well, but
And
he could have been 40,
he
to
could
be
have been
honest.
40, then they, you know, he would have probably put more of a you know,
Yeah.
reservist sort of thing. So why was he so quiet with us to start with? Why?
He didn't really, what he's telling me is he didn't know if that's real or not.
Ah,
Do you know what I mean? That's just like, we don't know if that's real, they
Yeah.
don't know if that's real, you
Yes,
know.
yes.
But now Dad's made the connection, and
Right.
told me about his story.
and
And yeah, I think
has he ever connected with any other clairvoyants before?
tried to,
Yeah.
yeah. Get a lot of that tried to, don't we?
Yes.
They tried to, but he didn't,
You know, he couldn't connect.
couldn't connect. Maybe he was waiting for me to come in
Yeah.
there, that's why we had to come in. I kept saying to you, I've got to go to that church, Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, so see if you want to go
What
over
messages have you got for us? that
Oh,
haven't
messages.
Been
Oh,
through?
yeah, but we've got to ask about messages, haven't we? Okay, have we got
Yeah.
any messages for today's people? You've got to live each day as it comes. Okay, this is how the world is right now. You're going through massive changes on the planet. He said you've got to live each day as it comes and make the most of it. You know, you'll be lucky if, yeah, you'll be more lucky and you're more happy if you do that. When you're counting the days, or when you're not laid back and just enjoying the life, that becomes a nightmare, especially at this time. He said, and that's how it was, you know, when it was at war. You know, it was a nightmare each day.
Yeah.
Just had to grab the chances. Okay. He said, and hopefully none of you will not see anything what I saw.
Mm.
He said, but yeah, just believe in freedom. He said, because it seems like there's no freedom anymore. There wasn't no freedom back then.
No.
It was very hard then. He said, depression of the 30s, you had the wars. You know, it was very hard. He said, people forget how hard daily life was. He said, you still got it better than we did.
Mm.
So just realise that at the moment, you know, I know a lot of people are suffering mentally and, you know. He said, but yeah, you've got to live each day and enjoy each day. And get out and just travel, you know, do what you can to make yourself happy. It's not all that bad. That's
No.
what he said.
Yes.
I think it is, but it's not.
Yes, I see where we're going, yeah.
Okay, so I
was going to ask, was you from a well-to-do family?
No, no, he weren't. He made his way up.
He made his way up and took
He
it
said
on
it was
board.
really hard when I was growing up. Yeah, come from a family of eight kids. There's 8 of them.
Was it a farming family or what did your dad do?
No, it went farming. That was in the city.
Ah.
That was in the city. Yeah.
What did your dad do?
His dad, I can see his blackened face. He's not a cool miner. He was a cool delivery person.
Yeah.
Delivered coal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his mum worked as well.
Yeah. What did she do?
She cleaned.
And was this
the
in
people.
Norwich City?
Yeah, Norwich, yeah.
Yeah.
What part of Norwich did you come from? Show me. That'd be Earlham Way, yeah, Earlham. In the States.
I wonder if he probably wants to go over, doesn't he, Tina? He's going to
Would you like to leave, Mr Wilkinson?
Francis to his friends, Tina.
Yeah, Frank to his friends.
Oh,
Francis
okay.
on his birth certificate.
We'll get there in the end.
He's very frank as well. He's a very frank person.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to leave here and go with your wife? What is your wife's name? Sylvia. Okay. And go and see your family, your parents.
Boys.
Boys. Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I think I'd like to get out of this chair, to be honest. Stand up.
Well,
Okay, we'll find a portal for you. Okay. I think there's one no better than that window over there.
that stained window at the end there.
Okay.
If you'd like to make a noise or anything like that,
Yes, make a noise, whisper, talk. Because that's been happening lately.
we're sometimes we're picking it up on when we're just using just the phone rather than the microphones.
I think the microphone's going to block it.
So if you'd like to make a noise, that would be gratefully
Yes, please do. Please do.
appreciated.
Thank you for your time.
To you,
Thank
Tina.
you for your story. Would you like to look up? Up there, Frank? Okay, so I'm seeing clouds part really quickly now because he's got up and he's looking straight up. He obviously got to go.
Yeah.
Even on his walking stick, bless his heart. Yeah, I can see illuminated figures. Oh, his voice comes straight forward. Yeah. Sylvia.
Yeah.
Lovely, pretty woman, dark hair. And that's what, 40 style, 30 style?
Yes.
Come on, then, come, Frank. That's the first time I heard him so last time. Okay, lights come down. Remember looking around him. He's not even, he's going. No phasing. He's turned around and said, thank you very much. In a lower person's
who was up there waiting for him, Tina?
His wife, and he's got lots of other family,
Yeah.
children, and his wife for space.
Yes.
His mum. He's so pleased to see his mum. All embrace him. So pleased to see his mum. And you know, his wife as well, but his mum. Martha. Thank you. He's gone now. Lovely story.
He was a tricky little monkey,
I
wasn't
thought
he?
that he just couldn't get his
He
head
didn't
round
want
it.
to know, Tina.
He didn't think that was real.
Funny thing though, you said he was watching you when you were talking to the vicar.
Yeah, when I was talking to the vicar, yeah, I could see
He
him.
was over there watching you,
Yeah.
so he must have been thinking, what on earth?
He was sitting at the front, like
Yeah.
on his cane, like this, you know,
Yeah.
with his legs
Yeah.
there,
He
watching us.
he really seemed like a very much upper class person who was quite arrogant, but actually once he broke down that wall,
Yeah.
he
It's
loosened
because of his
up.
war years, yeah.
And then he realised he was a coal deliveries son. Then all of a sudden, he was nowhere near that sort of background that we had first thought.
Like your dad did. He picked himself
Yeah,
up.
picked himself up and went
Yeah,
forward.
went forward.
Yeah.
He was
And,
the youngest child. It usually happens to the youngest, to be honest.
Yeah. And but that was good. He was able to come through
Yeah, it
and,
was a nice
continue his journey. He sounded like he was quite glad to get out. Actually, been stuck here for quite some
I
time.
don't know how many. Yeah.
No,
well,
we-
to him,
Well, it'd be
moment by moment, but yeah, at least nearly 100 years.
well, probably 80 to 100 years. Yeah. Oh, well, that was quite a good one.
Isn't that
Tina,
mental? So you think of the 1930s, 40s. You don't think that's that long ago, but here we are in 2023.
Yeah, but that wasn't when he died, was he? He
No.
probably died in the 50s or 60s or something like that. So he'd done well to get as
No,
far
he
as
died
he
between
did.
the wars. He said between the wars.
Oh, between the wars, sorry. So he would have been clocking on then,
30s, yeah.
Tina. He would have been
70.
older than 40
Yeah, he was nearly
in the
70.
wars. He'd been 50s plus if he died between
Well,
the
I
wars.
might
At
have got his
70.
age wrong. He looked older, but he might have been 60.
Yeah.
I didn't ask
Okay.
him his age, did I? I
No.
just said about 70. That's what I said.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
ask him his age, so he could have been 60.
That might be why he didn't talk to you, because he thought he was probably only 50.
Bless him.
There's this bald-headed old man here, 70-year-old. He probably took offence to that, Tina, so you have to put some of the blame there. Okay, so if you happen to like what we're doing,
Yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please
Yes,
subscribe.
that's all good.
Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Thank you.
see you soon, guys. Thanks very much for tuning
Thank you.
in.